At this time, if you're not already and you are able, we ask you to please stand. Please remove all hats, bring your attention to the American flag as we honor our country, especially those who serve us in the military, with our national anthem. Now starting line for the Auburndale team. Senior number 1, Cooper Whiteford. Senior number 2, Paul Solos. Junior number 5, Hunter Blake. Senior number 7, Fletcher Brown. And senior number 21, Cody Schroeder.
Welcome to the Tim Anderson Gymnasium here at Auburndale High School as we get ready for the first 2 games as the Auburndale Apaches take on the Abbotsford Falcons. I'm Steve Ockett, sports editor for On Focus, here to take you through both games. Reminder of the starting lineups here for Auburndale: Cooper Weinferter, Paul Colaros, Hunter Wright, Fletcher Rabb, Cody Trowbridge. For Abby, Dalton Feddick, Hunter Soik, Kate Faber, Blake Draper, and Riley Schreiber. And we are underway. Tip will go out of bounds, and it is Auburndale basketball. So Auburndale inbounding here to our left. They get in the backcourt to Weinford. Pushing, hands it off to Rabb. Jumper, no good. Rebound comes down. Schreiber for roll back pressure from Auburndale. That's the logo. Here in the corner. That is Soik down the lane. Kicks back out into the corner. Back up top. Back into the corner, that is Hunter Soik. Driving, and they're going to get a foul on Fletcher Rabb. That'll be his first team first. Abbotsford will inbound from underneath. That is Cade Faber to inbound. Faber looking. Gets it up top, that is Draper. Blake Draper. Back top, that's Schreiber. Schreiber gets it over in the corner, that's Feddick. Tip pass stolen away by Auburndale. Weinfurter pushing back across the line. Weinfurter down the lane. Pass out here that is Fletcher Rapp. Fletcher Rapp back to Weinfurter, three-pointer, back rim no good. Being bounced around out of the play to Abbotsford. 0-0 here, early going, less than a minute. Early season for both these teams. Obviously, Abbotsford had the deep run in the football playoffs. Tip pass here in the back. Here, Auburndale back at quickly. This is Weinfurter. Weinfurter pull up from the top. Yes. Weinfurter gets the first points of the game, and Auburndale is up 3-0. Backcourt pressure here. They rotate it into Draper. Draper sets it back up to Dalton Fedek. Across and passes it over here to Faber. Faber into the corner. That is Soik. Soik back to Fedek. Fedek loses possession. He's looking for a pass. He needs somebody to get it. Somebody needs to get it to. Gets it out. Tipped around and ends up in the hands of Schreiber. Schreiber back to Draper. Draper tried to drive, gets cut off. Draper hands it off. That is Soik. Soik, long three. Ball. Hunter Soik for three. And we are tied here early. Auburndale driving hands off to Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter down the lane, floater up and good. Weinfurter has 5 Auburndale. And we are going to get fouled here on Auburndale. That will go against number 5 to the right. First, second. And as we look here at the lineup here, fix my volume a little bit. Got a late start getting set up here as they were. Obviously, this is an early game, doubleheader today. Girls playing after this. Ball tipped away will stay with Abbotsford. Hunter Soik to inbound and swaps out for Dalton Fedek. Gets it in here at the top of the circle. Down low over into the corner. That dribbling underneath. Hit. No call. Now they're going to get a travel. And first turnover of the game goes to Abbotsford. Dribbling up. This is Weinfurter. Weinfurter gets it into the near court. Running that patented Auburndale offense. Into the corner, this is Hunter right for three and completely misses everything. Easy rebound back the other way for Abbotsford. Abbotsford, this is Draper. Draper, dribbling, gets into the lane, cut off, into the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes down to Auburndale. A lot of threes here early on. Ooh! Cade Faber with the block. Out of play. This will stay here on this end. Cooper Weinfurter did it. Weinfurter, floater up to Trowbridge. Trowbridge, three. Back to Weinfurter, jumper, no. Rebound bouncing around comes down to Faber. Faber will bring it back up near side. Guarded by Weinfurter. Faber dribbling in the corner here. Faber gets it over to Soik. Soik. Floater in for Schreiber. Schreiber underneath, and that is steps on the line. Auburndale ball. Auburndale with a 2-point lead. This is Wright. Wright gets it off to Weinfurter. Weinfurter dribbles back up top, hands it to Hunter Rapp. Fletcher Rapp, excuse me. To Hunter Wright. Wright. Back to Rabb. Rabb hands Weinfurter near side. And Weinfurter dribbles back to the top. Working. Tosses over to Colaros. Colaros into the corner for Hunter Wright. Hunter Wright loses it. Taken away by Soik. First turnover for Auburndale. This is Fedek. Fedek hands to Soik. Soik. Here near side, right by the logo. Soik gets it over to Draper. Draper being guarded by Colaros. Draper down the lane, and they're going to get him offensive foul. That will go against Blake Draper, his first, the first on Abbotsford. You can't drop your shoulder like that. So, easy call for the officials. Not much to complain about there, but Auburndale inbounds. Weinfurter again bringing it up the floor. Weinfurter dribbling, gets it down low. That is Trowbridge. Trowbridge hands off to Hunter Wright. Hunter Wright gives it back to Weinfurter. Weinfurter out to Colaros, driving the lane, gets it back. That is Wright. Wright rejected, coming back quickly is Abbotsford. Up, no call on either way on that one. Missed shot. Auburndale again back quickly the other way. Tosses into the corner. That's Hunter Wright. Hunter Wright thought about the three. Gets it out. Colaros. Fake out. Into the corner. That is Hoffman. Hoffman down the lane. That will get back out to Colaros. Colaros gets it back. Layup good. Paul Colaros gets his first points of the game, and Auburndale gets out to a 5-point lead. Auburndale, or Abbotsford, gets it on top. Schreiber. Surveying the defense, gets it over. That is Hunter Soik. Dribbling, gets it into the corner. That is Mason Carpenter. Back up top. This is Draper. Draper over to Soik. Soik tosses it in. Carpenter couldn't quite hang on to it. Out of bounds, turnover, Abbotsford. Three turnovers here early for Abbotsford as we approach 12 minutes left here in the half. Over that is Hunter Wright. Hunter Wright back to Cooper Weinfurter. Back to Hunter Wright. Looking, Wright gets a screen down the lane. Layup. Sticks, and good job to Cade Faber getting it down. Turnover. It'll be considered a jump ball, so that'll go to Abbotsford. You see that about once a week now. I don't know if they're not inflating the basketball the same way they used to, and attempting to get the pass into Draper, throws it out of bounds. Auburndale, because nobody touched it, will inbound directly where the ball was. And we have a timeout, Abbotsford. We will take it with them. 11:54 left. 7-3, Auburndale.
Justin at Abbey Ford. With winter right around the corner, it's a great time to make sure that your tires are functioning properly and that the tread is in a safe limit. You can start with the old penny trick, where you take a penny, stick it upside down on the tread. If you can see Abe's head, it's time to replace the tread in order to have maximum performance out of your tires and to be able to stop in the slippery conditions this winter. If you need any help with tires or tire repair, give us a call at Abbey Ford. We'd be glad to help you.
Stop in to any of our locations at Auburndale, Marshfield, Withee, Greenwood, Roosevelt, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids and talk to our friendly personal bankers that are here to help you. Pioneer Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
All right, back here in Auburndale, 11:54 left in the first half of the first game of our doubleheader. It is 7-3. Auburndale with the lead, inbounding from under their own basket. Gets it in, that's Hoffman. Hoffman all the way around up top, Colaros. Colaros gets it in the corner, and illegal screen on Auburndale. Their second turnover. We'll see, that will go against number 12, Wilcox, his first. Third. Show second. Okay, second on Auburndale. Quickly to the front court. Gets it out. This is Draper. Draper, front rim, no good. Rebound, Draper, back down the lane. Layup, good. Draper gets his own rebound on the missed three and gets it back to a 3-point game. Weinfurter gets it back out top. This is all the way around to Hoffman for three, bounces in. Hoffman with the three-pointer, back to a 5-point lead. back across. Gets it over far side. That is Soik. Soik. Back up top, it's Draper. Draper. Gets it here to Cade Faber. Faber driving. Little floater. Rolls over the rim. Rebound comes down to Gilhausen, I believe is how you say that. Weinfurter down the lane. Layup good. Weinfurter has an early 7. And a little full court pressure here as Draper will try to break it. Gets it across the timeline. Throws it out of. He got across the timeline. Then he threw it practically right to the Auburndale bench. And another Abbotsford turnover. Weinfurter gets it here near side. Fletcher Rabb for 3. Got it. Fletcher Rabb for 3. And Auburndale is starting to break this one open. Just like that 10-point lead. Floater, rebound. Weinfurter. Passing it ahead. Quick up the floor. This is Hoffman. Hoffman down the lane. Gets it blocked, and now there'll be a foul. 2 free throws coming for, yes, Caden Hoffman. So that will go against Cade Faber, his first, team second. So scoreboard in the gym is wrong. First one drops. First free throw drops. They've got a foul misassigned here because I've got 3 on Auburndale. So that's kind of got me a little confused here. But second free throw bounces around and goes in. 12-point lead, Auburndale. Again, full court press. They get it in. That is Fedek. Fedek to Faber. Faber gets it up, slows it down, sets the half-court offense. Up top, Draper. Draper looking, gets it to Dalton Fedek. Fedek dribbles. Gets it into the lane, kicks it out, Draper. Draper looking. Gets it to the line, down the lane, floater up, no, gets his own rebound, loses it, picked up by Auburndale. Auburndale again, quickly across the line, into the corner here, hands it off to Weinfurter. Weinfurter gets it out to that's Skylar Gilhausen. Loses it, and now we're going to get a Auburndale foul. That's going to go against, I can't see a number here, 21. That'll go against Cody Trowbridge, his first, team 4th. Oh, nope. That'll go against 11, Skylar Gilhausen. Still his first. And thank you to the PA announcer here for giving me the correct pronunciation of his name. As we get set, this is Faber. Cross, down the lane, floater, misses everything, rebound bouncing around onto the floor. And good play by Fletcher Rabb. He just rolled over and landed on the end line, so that will stay down here with Auburndale. Auburndale very aggressive defensively, like they always are. Gets it in all the way up top. This is Schreiber. Back around, gets it to Draper. Draper looking. Gets it back up top. This is Dalton Fedek. Fedek at the circle. Fedek dribbling down the lane. Gets it all the way back around. That is Draper. Draper over to Faber. Faber looking, gets it up top. That is Schreiber. Schreiber over to Draper. Draper looking, guarded by Gilhausen. Schreiber down the lane, jump stop, gets it. Draper, excuse me. He's got 4 in the game. 3-pointer, no. Rebound bounces around, comes to Cooper Weinfurter. Weinfurter thought about the 3, drives down low, gets in the trees, gets it blocked, and he'll get bailed out on the foul. Cooper Weinfurter will get 2 free throws. Fedek's first, 3rd team foul on Abbotsford. Cooper Weinfurter got down there and kind of looked up and saw that he really didn't have an option, just kind of threw it up there and drew the foul, and he'll get the first free throw. So second free throw coming here for Cooper Weinfurter, one of the best free throw shooters in the conference. Second free throw shot up and back rims it no good. And my wonderful curse of free throw shooters continues. Abbotsford gets it into the front court, loses possession. Again, Fletcher Rabb right there on the defense. Tips it, but tips it out of bounds. So possession will stay here with Abbotsford. Gets it in. This is Faber. Faber being guarded by Weinfurter. Faber gets it over to Carpenter. Carpenter passes it. I don't think that was tipped. That was just a bad pass into the corner. Gets it around. That is Faber. Faber dribbling on Weinfurter. Gets it out. That is Fedek. Fedek passes it over to Draper. Draper looking, picks up his dribble. Heavy pressure. Gets it down. Picked up by Tobridge, and Auburndale quickly ahead. Weinfurter down low layup. Good. Weinfurter again. 20-7. Very quickly here. Clock ticking down. Gets it ahead. Down low. Oof. Up again. That is Schreiber, and he will go to the line for 2. That foul will go against number 2. No. Number 5, Hunter Wright, his second. 5th. Switch pencils here. All right, that will send Briley Schreiber to the line. First foul shot bounces off. 7:12 left here in the first half. Stick around at halftime. We'll preview upcoming games coming next week. Some really big matchups for Auburndale, Monday and Friday. And also take a look at our first half stats and also get you set for the girls' game coming up right after this one. Second free throw by Schreiber is good. Again, Auburndale quickly to the front court. Weinfurter gets it into the corner. That is Colaros. Colaros down low to Tobridge. Tobridge up. Ooh. It was thinking on that one for a little while on the rim, but it just enough that it rolls in, and a little bit of pressure here from Weinfurter on Faber. But they get it across, hands it off to Soik. Soik. Right at the top, picks up his dribble, gets it back to Dalton Fedek. Fedek. Drives, loses his dribble, picked up by Auburndale. Auburndale on the break. Gets it, that's Weinfurter down low, passes it out. That is Fletcher Rabb. No, rebound comes down to Soik for Abbotsford, and they themselves a little extra pace here as they get to the front court. Again stolen away by Auburndale. Down the lane, shot up, good. That is Hunter Wright with his first points of the game. And very, very quickly this game is starting to get out of hand. Another steal, this time by Hunter Wright. Layup, nobody's fouled. Wright will go to the line for 2. Soik will commit his first, 4th team foul. And he will have 2 free throws. First free throw, good. Hunter Wright hits first. Long run here for Auburndale. We'll take a look and get you the exact numbers at half coming up here in just under 6 minutes as we hit 5:59 left here. Second free throw, front rim no good. Rebound comes down. That is Faber. Faber tries to get the pass. Tipped, picked up by Weinfurter. Weinfurter down the lane, layup, good. Weinfurter, and we got a timeout, Abbotsford. We will take it with them. 5:49 left, 27-8. Abbotsford. Auburndale. Abbotsford trailing Auburndale.
Are you looking to buy your first home? What about building your dream home? Maybe you're wanting to upgrade your current home. Time Federal Savings Bank's friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to help you take your next big step. Stop by or call one of your local lenders in Eau Claire, Marshfield, Medford, Owen, Phillips, or Wausau. Time Federal Savings Bank makes it easy to apply online at timefederalsavings.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
5:49 left. Auburndale with the big lead, up 19 on the Abbotsford Falcons. Abbott gets the ball in. This is Faber. Loses dribble, tips it out. That is Draper. Draper. Looking, being guarded by Koleros. Draper. Gets it over to Dalton Fedek. Fedek. Dribbles it back towards the center circle. Gets it over, that's Draper. Draper here into the corner. No, that's Draper. That was from Faber. Gets it out, that is Fedek. Fedek hands off to Soik. Soik for three. Back rim, no good. Rebound tipped around, ends up in the hands of a running Weinfurter. Down the lane, layup Weinfurter, good. Just like that, Weinfurter down the lane and easy points. Pressure from Auburndale in the backfield, and we're going to get a foul here on Auburndale on the defensive pressure. Paul Koleros, his first, team sixth. Substitutes here as Koleros and Tobridge will sit. In comes Jason Wilcox and number 11, Skylar Gilhausen. This is Faber. Faber tries to get it down low to Schreiber, who wasn't paying attention, out of bounds. Another turnover for Abbotsford. Front court. Handoff, that is Fletcher Rabb. Fletcher Rabb gets it around in the corner here. Caden Hoffman, jumper, no. Rebound comes back to Auburndale. Hoffman loses it, picked up by Faber. Faber dribbles up, guarded by Weinfurter. Faber hands to Soik. Soik holding, gets a screen. Gets it back up top, that's Draper. Draper gets it to Faber. Far side. Faber guarded by Weinfurter. 3 seconds on number 34. And that one, another turnover for Abbotsford. As we approach the 4-minute mark here in the first half, Auburndale, not the best start to this game, but they've definitely got the scoring working now. That first half saw a few different issues there, but Caden Hoffman passes it over. That's Jason Wilcox. Back to Caden Hoffman. Three. No. Rebound. Bouncing around. And they're going to get on the line. Jason Wilcox, the good second tip, but his foot was on the line. That'll be send the ball back to Abbotsford. Gets it in under some pressure. This is Draper. Draper will dribble up the floor. Gets cut off. Throws it right into the hands of Weinfurter. Ahead to Hoffman, knocked out of bounds. Great block there by Cade Faber. Stopping what should have been an easy layup. Nice, very nice block there, but it'll stay Auburndale ball. Weinfurter to inbound. Gets it down. That is Gilhausen. Gilhausen hands off to Rabb. Rabb will be fouled. Hunter Soik will commit his second, fifth on Abbotsford. So another inbound play here from the other side of the basket. Just coming up on 3:30 left here in the first half. Weinfurter looking to inbound. Gets it in to Hoffman. Hoffman up top to Fletcher Rabb. Rabb, Weinfurter, three. Back rim, no good. Rebound comes down. Taken away by Rabb. Rabb over to Gilhausen. Gilhausen underneath. Tossing it around, gets it back all the way around. Underneath. And that will send Cade Hoffman to the line for two. A lot of motion there from Auburndale. Hard to keep track of where the ball's going all the time, but Schreiber will commit his first foul, team sixth. Both teams with 6 fouls now here in the first half. And Caden Hoffman, back rim, no good. 29-8 here, 21-point lead for Auburndale. Definitely, if you're Auburndale, what you want to do, get out to this big early lead. You can kind of keep people relaxed with both Columbus Catholic and Marathon coming up next week. Second free throw, no good. Rebound comes down to Cade Faber. Faber gets across timeline under some pressure from Weinfurter. Has to pick up his dribble. Hands it off to Bryce Draper. Bryce Draper gets it to his brother, Blake. All the way across back to Faber. Faber, three-pointer. Oh, off the backboard, no good. Again, Auburndale quickly ahead. Now they'll pull it back. Hand it off to Hoffman, who gets it back to Fletcher Rabb. Up, no. Rebound comes down. That is Mason Carpenter. If any of you from Abbotsford were watching the game, sectional final game. Oh, quick layup, no. Rebound comes down, Auburndale. Weinfurter into the front court. They'll slow it down. Three-pointer, Fletcher Rabb. Front rim, no good. Rebound comes out. That is to Dalton Fedek. Had a bit of fun with Mason Carpenter in his name. I mean, obviously having two trades in his name, but and this is Bryce Draper. Gets it up top, Faber. Faber over to Blake Draper. Blake Draper driving the lane, floater up, rolls in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Skylar Gilhausen. Weinfurter back up the floor. Weinfurter looking to drive, gets it out Fletcher Rabb. Fletcher Rabb into the lane. Ball tipped around, Fletcher Rabb will come back down with it. Rabb into the lane, no, out. Weinfurter thought about the three, gets closed out. Hands off, this is Gilhausen. Gilhausen to Rabb for three, book it. Fletcher Rabb, his second three-pointer of the game. 1:33 left. Auburndale, Abbotsford, trying to claw back into this one. Into the corner, that is Bryce Draper. Three, no. Rebound comes down, that is Hoffman. Quickly to the front court. Weinfurter, three from straight on. Front rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Gilhausen. Gilhausen gets it out to Hoffman. Hoffman to Rabb. Rabb hands to Gilhausen. Gilhausen down the lane. Scoop shot, no, and they'll get him for the foul. Skylar Gilhausen will go to the line for two. That foul goes against Blake Draper, his second, team seventh. So for the last 1:03, we will see Auburndale at the free throw line on every foul into the bonus. Gilhausen, first free throw, back rim, no good. Free throw starting to become a bit of a story here as second free throw, back rim, no good, as Auburndale now shooting under 50% here on the game. But Abbotsford across the minute mark. Left here in the first half. Nice pass in Carpenter. Carpenter double team. Shot up. No. Rebound comes down to Trowbridge. Trowbridge quickly ahead. This is Rabb. Rabb back to Weinfurter. Weinfurter back to Rabb. Rabb will hand off Koleros. Koleros thought about driving the lane. Gets cut off. Pulls back out. Hand off. This is Gilhausen. Gilhausen to Rabb. Rabb dribbling back to Gilhausen all the way around Weinfurter. Weinfurter dribbles it back up to the top, resets the offense. 22 seconds left. Handoff. This is Gilhausen. Gilhausen up top, Rabb. Rabb in the corner, Koleros. Koleros loses it, ends up in the hands of Weinfurter. Weinfurter here. Gilhausen three. Gilhausen. And that will end the half. Not quite the buzzer beater we had Monday and Tuesday, but about as close as you can get. So that's 3 games, 3 late in the first half, 3-pointers, and we go to the half. We will take a quick break, come back with the first half stats and a look ahead for Auburndale on a couple big matchups next week. We'll be back right after this.
Are you looking to buy your first home? What about building your dream home? Maybe you're wanting to upgrade your current home. Time Federal Savings Bank's friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to help you take your next big step. Stop by or call one of your local lenders in Eau Claire, Marshfield, Medford, Owen, Phillips, or Wausau. Time Federal Savings Bank makes it easy to apply online at timefederalsavings.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a veteran looking to buy a new home or lower your existing mortgage payment?
At Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, we understand the sacrifices you made in serving our country. We believe it's our turn to serve you and your family.
We'll show you how to take advantage of your VA home loan benefit. At Fairway, we can finance up to 100% on the home you intend to purchase or refinance.
At Fairway, we'd be honored to help you with your financing. Stop in at one of our offices or give us a call today.
Hi, my name is Barb Kuhn. I'm with Marshfield Insurance Agency. I'm the health and life producer here for the Arnoldley family. We're coming up on a busy time for health insurance, which is open enrollment for the individual and family on the healthmarket.gov. And we're also coming up on the annual enrollment period for the Medicare. The Medicare opens up on October 15th and runs through December 7th. At this time, you can make any changes that you wish to the current plan that you're on. And then we can also enroll you for coverage if it's your initial enrollment period when you're just turning 65. For the federal marketplace, the window is small. From November 1st through December 15th, you can sign up for health insurance. This is the only time you can sign up out of a special enrollment period, which includes loss of coverage for any reason. But this is a good time to get it to be effective on January 1st. You can call the agency and get an appointment at 715-387-6010.
All right, here first half of this, the first of our two games. So we're a quarter way through the date as the Auburndale Apaches have a big lead on Abbotsford, 35-8. Looking through the first half stats, we'll start for Abbotsford. Blake Draper leading all their scorers with 4. Hunter Soik with 1 3-pointer, and then Riley Schreiber was 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 1 point. Auburndale, big scorer here, Cooper Weinfurter. 14 points in the first half, 1 3-pointer, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Caden Hoffman, 5, a 3-pointer, and 2 free throws. Hunter Wright, 3 points, a 2-point basket, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Fletcher Rabb, 2 threes for 6 points. Skylar Gilhausen, 1 3-pointer, 3. He was 0 of 2 from the line. And Cody Tobridge with 2 points. Obviously, girls' game coming up here this afternoon, right after this one, so stay tuned at On Focus for that one. Big week next week for Auburndale. Monday, they are at Columbus Catholic, the annual rivalry game that has produced some really good games. It's at Columbus, and if you've been following the rivalry at all, you'll know that the visiting team has won the last 2, so that looks good for Columbus, or for Auburndale there. Columbus, definitely not the team that we saw here in Auburndale last year. All 5 starters from that team have graduated. Tom Nystrom, who is their 6th man off the bench, is their leading scorer right now, so definitely some things going on there. Definitely a rebuilding year for Coach Konieczny. But if we know anything about Columbus, I really shouldn't say rebuilding. I should say reloading. They never really truly rebuild there. And then a week from tonight, back here in the Tim Anderson Gym, the first of the big 3 as we see Marathon come to town. Marathon, Auburndale, Stratford, projected to be the 3 top teams here in the Marawood South. Definitely looks to be a good game. both Auburndale and Marathon tend to put together really good programs every year. So the first time we'll really see the matchup between any of those three schools as we look forward to that. We got about 4.5 minutes here till the start of the second half. We're going to take a quick break, be back with the second half of this one, and a full nother game as the girls battle right after this, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Here at Medford Chrysler Center, we have a variety of used vehicles for any need. We carry a large selection of half-ton pickup trucks and 3/4-ton pickup trucks. We also have cars, compact SUVs to full-size SUVs. Whatever you're looking for, come see us here at Medford Chrysler Center. See Kurt or myself, Todd, for that next used vehicle.
Did you know that Weiler convenience stores are hiring? Whether you are looking for a full-time cashier position or a part-time nights and weekend job that will allow you to bring home a little extra money, Weiler's can help you out. With pay starting at $11 per hour and the chance to make more on weekends and offering very flexible scheduling, why wouldn't you want to work here? Go to any one of their locations on 4th Street, Central Avenue, or at 2005 North Central Avenue and pick up an application, or go to WeilerConvenience.com to print off an application.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan, live life brilliantly. Our team is here to help.
Colby Chrysler Center is your go-to destination for all your automotive needs. We offer a full line of Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks. And with a low-pressure sales experience second to none, we can make your buying experience special. With our Fix-em-all service department, we are here to keep you on the road running smooth and safe. We take pride in what we do and are driven to exceed your expectations. Visit us today on Highway 13 in Colby.
Hey sports fans, if you're looking for the best chair in the house, come down to R&R Flooring and Furniture in Spencer. We carry Franklin furniture, Lang furniture, Serta recliners, Simmons recliners, electric chairs, chairs that have phone chargers in. That is the best chair in the house. Come down and see us. We also have these sports tables and anything you want. Brewers, Bucks, Badgers, come on in. Thank you.
All right, about a minute here before we get set for the second half. Again, don't forget, girls basketball coming up after this, and getting excited to give you some halftime entertainment as I see the pep band coming in on that far corner there, as you can see behind Auburndale as they're shooting to warm up here in the second half. So definitely always a plus when the pep band's in the house. So we will be looking forward to that. Foul trouble. Not a whole lot here. Pretty clean first half. Hunter Wright carrying 2 fouls here. And Hunter Soik and Blake Draper for Abbotsford with 2. So nobody in any serious trouble. No team that has a whole lot. Only 13 fouls that whole first half. So definitely some clean basketball. Maybe not necessarily perfect. I mean, there was definitely some no calls, but you'll see that in any game. But we are ready for second half basketball here from the Tim Anderson Gymnasium at Auburndale High School. I'm Steve Okenick, here with you from On Focus as we get set for what should be an interesting finish to this game, and excited for the girls' game to come up after this. So Abbotsford will start with possession. sounds like, if I'm hearing this right from the announcer, not sure if it's coming through, but Santa's going to be in Auburndale tomorrow. So anybody that needs to bring the kids down to see Santa, there's going to be a parade, and then Santa will be at the shelter house at the park right in here by the high school, right after the parade. So Abbotsford starts with the ball. Double team quick in the corner. Soik gets it down. This is Schreiber. Tipped around, ends up in the hands of Auburndale. Auburndale quickly ahead. This is Rab down the lane, good. Rab starts off right away where they left off, and Auburndale left off. Smothering defense and quick offense. This is Cade Faber. Faber to Soik. Tipped around, trying to get it ahead again. This is down the lane, Trowbridge. No, rebound, up and good. That is Hunter Wright. 4 points quickly here in the first minute for Auburndale off turnovers. Again, that defensive pressure really working for him. Another steal. This time it's Weinfurter. Down low, layup, up and good. That is Hunter Wright again. This is why you press. Right here. When you get a team that is having issues with the press, you can turn that into a lot of points. Abbotsford gets it up into the front court here. Quick hands there from Weinfurter as Faber, little floater, will get it to fall, and the foul. That will go against Weinfurter. So Cade Faber gets his first points. That is Cooper Weinfurter's first foul of the half. Basket good, 3-point play there for Abbotsford. It's Abbotsford into double digits. Layup. Oh, Hunter Wright is putting on a show here to start the second half. That is 6 already in a minute and a half. Another tip pass. This gets into the hands of Blake Draper. Draper lets the offense set, gets it across. Gets it down low. That Schreiber layup good. Schreiber has 3 now in the game. And again, Rab down the... Hunter Wright again. That is 8 for him in the half. Stolen away again, Hunter Wright. Ball bouncing around. This could be out of play to Abbotsford. Weinfurter couldn't quite get a grip on that one, but they keep the full court press. Schreiber will sit for Abbotsford. We see Mason Carpenter come in. Floating pass, tipped around, and it is Faber. Faber gets it across the timeline. Faber, and they will get offensive foul on Faber. Second foul on Cade Faber, first of the half on Abbotsford. And Hunter Wright will bring it across the stripe. Right. Handoff. That is Colaros. Colaros gets it down Weinfurter. Weinfurter floater up good. Weinfurter's got 16 now in the game. Draper at the line. Gets it across, running through the logo. Stolen away. That is Hunter Wright down the lane. Layup good. Wright has 10 already here in the half, and we aren't even 3 minutes in. Into the corner, this is Soik. Soik gets it out top Draper. Draper back over, that is Fedek. Fedek, pull up 3, front rim no good. Rebound comes down Fedek. Fedek all the way across Soik. Soik pulls up for 3, bounces around, no. Rebound to Faber. Second offensive rebound on the possession. Faber dribbling. He pulls up for 3, nothing. Rebound bounces around. Looks like there's a foul on this one. That will go against Cody Trowbridge, his second team foul. And Abbotsford will take a timeout. We will take it with them. 14:59 left in the game. 49-13 Auburndale.
Forward Bank, originally incorporated in Marshfield, has been around for 100 years, and in those 100 years has grown tremendously and continues to do so. With locations in Colby, Greenwood, Marshfield, Medford, Stanley, Thorpe, and Withee, they are always looking to be part of your family, business, farm, or nonprofit. For personal loans, business loans, life insurance, or homeowners insurance, stop by one of their 7 convenient locations and see how they can help you move forward.
We are 3 minutes and 1 second into the second half. Hunter Wright has 10 points already this half. So Hunter Wright definitely doing some work there on, a lot of that off of steals. A couple of those are his own. Not keeping track of steals up here, but I will get that from the scores right after this. But 10 points for Hunter here. He suddenly has 13 in the game to go with 16 for Cooper Weinfurter. So Wright and Weinfurter really, each of them took a half, it looks like here. They get it into Carpenter. Carpenter up top, that is Faber. Faber dribbling on Weinfurter. Gets it to Fedek. Fedek back to Faber in the corner. Faber looking. Faber dribbling. Gets it out to Carpenter. Carpenter into the lane, gets it out. This is Soik on the near side. Soik will dribble back up and reset the offense. Soik over to Draper. Draper tries to dribble, nothing. Fedek at the top. Tipped around on the floor, rolling out, and it'll go out of bounds to Auburndale. Fedek got down on the floor, but he couldn't quite corral that one, and Auburndale will take possession. This is Hunter Wright over to Weinfurter in the corner. Fake the three. Up top, Colaros for three. Book it. Colaros for three. And Draper in trouble, gets it across. That's Fedek. Resetting the offense. Rebound. Coming back the other way. This is Auburndale ahead. This is Weinfurter. Weinfurter into the corner. Rab. Up. Colaros for three. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Trowbridge. Trowbridge to Rab. Down the lane, good. Hunter Rab adds two more to his total. He has 10. Fedek dribbling in front of the bench, gets it back out top, hands to Faber. Faber down the lane, and they're going to get jump ball. Possession arrow points to Auburndale. Did not agree with that call, but was the right one. He definitely, there was no foul to call there, but looks like a little bit of backcourt pressure here from Abbotsford as Draper comes back, but now he backs off. This is Fletcher Rab. Dribbling, hands off. This is Wright. Wright. Hands to Skylar Gilhausen. Gets it down low. This is Cal Lundgren. No. Lundgren gets it back in bounds. Oh! Gilhausen had a look, and now we're going to get a foul called. I don't know. That is against Cooper Weinfurter, his third team foul. And Abbotsford will inbound right in front of the WIA logo here. Gets it right out center court. This is Draper. Draper passes it down low. Up, that's going to be offensive foul on Schreiber. That is his second, team second. Abbotsford fans did not agree with it, as we see Brandon Dietrich come in, and Schreiber will sit with his 2 fouls. Dietrich in for the first time today. As Hunter Wright will bring the ball up. Hunter Wright, big half. Gets it over to Fletcher Rab. Fletcher Rab to Weinfurter. Hands to Rab. Rab gets cut off. Hands to Gilhausen. Gilhausen. Weinfurter underneath. Gets in some trouble. Out to... Oh, not quite there. That was Hunter Wright. And Abbotsford pushing. Gets it. Draper down the lane. Floater. No one, but he'll go to the line for 2. Bryce Draper will go... Blake Draper. Gilhausen gets called for the foul, his second, 4th on Auburndale. Blake Draper, 2 foul shots. He's got 4 points in the game. First one up, rolls in and out, no good. 12:30 left here. 54-13. So the score holds here. At the 9-minute mark, we will see a running clock to finish this game. So have to be up by more than 40 with 9 minutes left once it hits 9 minutes. So second free throw, in and out, no good. Bouncing around. Faber with the rebound gets it out here to Bryce Draper. Draper back to Faber. Faber down the lane, loses possession, gets it back up. He is fouled and counted. Cade Faber, his second opportunity at a three-point play. He did convert the first. That foul goes against Hunter Wright, his third, team fifth. Free throw, no good. Rebound comes down, picked up by Mason Carpenter. Carpenter back to Faber, down the lane, no. Gets his own rebound up, no. Bounces around Faber again. Gets it out Draper. This is Blake Draper. Blake Draper driving the lane, tosses it out Carpenter. Carpenter driving, gets into the lane, floater, good. Mason Carpenter. And Auburndale, 54-17. This is Hunter Wright. Hands off to Weinfurter. Weinfurter into the corner. This is Hoffman. Hoffman down the lane. Fakes out the pass. Lays it in. Nice little move there by Caden Hoffman. Faked out his defender that he was going to pass. Had a clear lane to the basket and laid it in. This is... Remember which one? This is Brandon. Oh, Bryce Draper had it. Now it gets around. This is Faber. Faber gets a screen. Gets cut off. Picks up his dribble. Has to get it out. Gets it out to Carpenter. Carpenter all the way around to Brandon Dietrich. Dietrich hands it off back off to Faber. Faber dribbling. Gets it out to Carpenter. Carpenter, little floater in the lane. Good. Carpenter's got 4 here in the half. And Weinfurter, under some pressure, gets into the front court, hands off to Wright. Wright. Yeah, Wright. Into the corner here, this is Gilhausen. Gilhausen to Wright, back around Weinfurter. Weinfurter, long three, book it. Weinfurter's got 5 here in the half. And 19 for the game. Gets it up, that's Carpenter. Carpenter up top, that's Dietrich. Dietrich gets it to Blake Draper. Draper back out top, Carpenter. Carpenter driving, looking, gets cut off. Back to Draper for 3, got it. Blake Draper, his first points of the second half. And they keep it 59-22. Now Gilhausen. Weinfurter for 3, nails it. Weinfurter starting to heat up from the three-point line. That's never good if you're their opponent. But this is Blake Draper. Blake Draper dribbling, driving the lane, tosses it out Faber. Faber, 3, no. Rebound Wright. Hunter Wright coming back the other way. Passes it out Hoffman. Hoffman down the lane, jump stop, up, good. Caden Hoffman for 2. He's got 7. Tipped away, that is Gilhouse up and good. And we have another timeout. No, we have an inbound violation on Abbotsford. Mass substitutions here for Auburndale. I'm going to try and see who's all in here now. So Weinfurter is still in. We have Caden Hoffman. And we'll go through the names as we see them. Easy inbound play. That's Tollbridge for 2. 66-20. There we go. Update 66-22. And travel. Now travel as he tried to get through traffic. And 9:13 left. Abbotsford takes a timeout. They'll have 1 remaining. We will take it with them. 9:13 left as we get prepped for running. We should see a running clock here shortly. 66-22.
Here at Medford Chrysler Center, we have a variety of used vehicles for any need. We carry a large selection of half-ton pickup trucks and 3/4-ton pickup trucks. We also have cars, compact SUVs to full-size SUVs. Whatever you're looking for, come see us here at Medford Chrysler Center. See Kurt or myself, Todd, for that next used vehicle.
All right. As we see the pep band filing in, I am, see if I can find here. There we go. Getting ready. We'll talk to Coach Weinfurter and our player of the game. You can vote in the comments for who you think it should be. I've got my mind on someone, but we will see. 9:13 left. I was wondering, somebody hit a wrong button, and on the scoreboard, and I still think the scoreboard's wrong, but Auburndale with possession. This is Colaros. Colaros back up. This is Fletcher Rabb. Fletcher Rabb hands off. This is Hoffman. Hoffman has it taken away on the pass. Abbotsford gets the turnover, pushing back the other way, and we are officially in running clock. Down low, this is Carpenter. Carpenter has it, tries to go up for the shot, has it knocked back down and taken away. Auburndale back ahead. Out. This is in the corner. This is Fletcher Rabb. No. Rebound. Colaros. Colaros gets it back out. Rabb. Rabb driving the lane. Up. No. Rebound comes down to Draper. Quickly dribbling forward. And slows it down as he reaches the timeline. Guarded by Colaros. Draper, double team, gets it out up top. This is Dietrich. No, rebound comes down. That is number 12, Jason Wilcox, and Auburndale pushes. Wilcox hands it off to Fletcher Rabb. Fletcher Rabb all the way around back to Wilcox. Wilcox to Colaros. Colaros down the lane, little floater. No, rebound comes down. Draper, he keeps possession and will pass it out to Carpenter. And they will move forward. Just under 8 minutes left here in the half. Draper. Down low, this is Faber. Faber pressured, passes it out. Back up, Carpenter for little jumper. No, rebound comes out. This is about quickly the other way. That is Caden Hoffman. 2 points. He's got 6 here in the half. Going to check with the scores afterwards. I have 68. Scoreboard has 70, so I'm going to trust the scoreboard. In the lane, no. Carpenter. Rebound comes down to Hoffman. Hoffman brings it up. Hoffman driving the lane. Passes it underneath. Good plastic Trowbridge. He lays it in for 2. He's got 4 in the half. So definitely spreading the scoring out here in the second half. 7 Auburndale players as Carpenter hits another one. Carpenter has 6. I was saying 6 Apaches with baskets here in the second half. All 6 of them also scored in the first half. So good bounce here from Auburndale. As Fletcher Rabb drives the lane, has it blocked away out of bounds. Will stay with Auburndale, and we can now confirm it is a running clock. So the only time the clock will stop is injuries or if a timeout is taken. Substitutions, free throws, everything else, clock will keep running. Gets the ball in as we start seeing him enter the bench. Terrence Cortrell Robertson, out of bounds, stays with Auburndale. So try and go through and see if we identify everyone here. Number 4, Carl Ludgren comes in. He will replace Paul Colaros. So we've got Ludgren, we've got Terrence Cottrell Robertson, we have Skylar Gilhouse, Caden Hoffman, and Jason Wilcox on the floor for Auburndale. Starters are sitting here with as we approach under 5.5 minutes left to play. Drive Wibble down the lane, floater, no. Rebound comes down to Abbotsford. Stolen away, that is Hoffman. Hoffman tries to pass it, tipped away by Cade Faber, and it will stay with Auburndale here as the clock continues to run as we approach 5 minutes left here. 72-24. Auburndale will go home with a big win here, and they can rest a few players a little bit as they get ready for a tough week next week with both Columbus Catholic and Marathon in the same week, Monday and Friday. So this is Cottrell Robertson. Passes it off. That's Hoffman. Hoffman dribbles it back out to the center. Hands off Lundgren. Lundgren down the lane. Layup. No. Rebound. Wilcox up and good. A seventh Apache now has scored in this game. And we're 74-24. 50-point lead. Ball picked up by Faber. Gets it over. That is Vihar Patel. Vihar Patel down low. Taken away. That is Lundgren. Lundgren pushing. Gets it at Cottrell Robertson. Up. Yes. Terrence Cottrell Robertson, his first points of the game. 8 Apaches have now scored in this half. Get it ahead. This is Bryce Draper. Bryce Draper hands off to Patel. Trying to go through everyone on the floor. Adam Dietrich. Down low. That is Bryce. And taken away. Quickly ahead Auburndale again. Cottrell Robertson up, no, rebound. Hoffman up, no, rebound. Bouncing around on the floor. Still out there. We're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing to Abbotsford. Another substitution here. This is for Auburndale. This is Cade Krings getting in as Hoffman will sit. Possession arrow points to Abbotsford, like we said. Few new faces in for Abbotsford as well. A couple that we don't have on the roster, but I can tell you Victor Aguilera is in. Number 12. Vihar Patel, 33. Brandon Dietrich, 32. 42, Adam Dietrich. All the way back into the backcourt. Trying to identify, there's a 5th player on the floor for Abbotsford that isn't in on the roster I have, so I don't believe anyway. So gets it back out top, 33. This is Vihar Patel. Hands it off, 22, Bryce Draper. Draper dribbling it out, back to Patel. Patel. Dribbling, looks to get it down low, off of Gilhausen, out of play. It'll stay with Abbotsford as we approach 2:20 left here. Stay tuned after the half as we will talk to Coach Weinfurter and our player of the game. Inbound. Dietrich, offensive foul. So Adam Dietrich will be called for the foul. His first, only the 3rd on Abbotsford here as we get under 2 minutes left here first half. Gets it in, Cottrell Robertson. Brings it across the floor. Gets it into the corner here, Gilhausen. Gilhausen hands to Wilcox, back to Gilhausen. Gilhausen for 3, front rim no good. Bounces around out of bounds off of Victor Aguilera, and it will stay with Auburndale. 1:35 left here first half, clock running. 76-24. So we're going to run down quick, talk to Coach Weinfurter. Down low, great inbound play, layup Lundgren. Another that is, we'll just say a lot of Apaches. 10 Apaches now with points in this game. Down low, quick jumper, no. Rebound comes down, and we see Auburndale come the other way. See if they try and run this clock out. Wilcox, open lane, down, loses possession, tipped out of bounds, and will stay with Auburndale. Lane was open for a second. Wilcox couldn't quite get down it fast enough. Good opportunity here for these Auburndale subs to get some time on the floor in a competitive game against, for a while there's some starters, but back up top, this is Cade Krings. Cade Krings for 3, got it! Cade Krings for 3, 81-24. The bench loves it for Auburndale. Down low, pressure, no. Rebound, comes down. That's Wilcox. Wilcox hangs it off to Cottrell Robertson. Robertson. Cottrell Robertson dribbling, hands off. This is Gilhausen at the circles. They will run it out. We will talk with Coach Weinfurter here in a second as Auburndale wins the boys game 81-24. All right, here post-game with our player of the game, Hunter Wright. Hunter, really strong start there to the second half. I had you for 10 points in the first 3 minutes. What were you guys doing differently early on there in that second half that allowed you to kind of get those extra points?
We just did a little bit more pressure on the full court game and ended up getting a lot more steals and a lot of fast breaks.
Okay, obviously some time for some of the subs to get some playing time when you have a lead like that. Saw some excitement there on a couple of those threes. How much do you enjoy seeing some of the other players that maybe don't get a lot of time get an opportunity in a game like this?
I like it a lot. It's really enjoyable having the less playing players get points. It just means a lot to the whole bench, all the starters, coaches, all the fans and everything.
Okay, obviously a tough week for you guys next week. You got the game at Columbus Monday. Marathon comes here Friday. Are you excited to have a week like that, or a little nervous, or what's your thoughts on having that type of week coming up?
It's really exciting to have some good competition and a really good week, and just get ready for further on in the season.
All right, sounds good. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to check with you if we can get Coach Weinfurter in just a second. All right, here with Coach Weinfurter. Coach, well, I don't want to say an easy win, but a big win here. You got some of the subs in, saw some excitement from the bench there with a couple of the shots made. How much does that mean when you can kind of get a few of those players in late in a game like that, especially when you get some starters from the other team in?
It means a lot. We have a really great team chemistry, and so these kids are always pulling for each other. When those guys aren't in, they're pulling for the guys that are playing a little more. It means a lot to me because I know they're all together. We don't have any selfish kids. It's really a fun group to coach.
All right, talked to Hunter just a minute ago. I had him for 10 points there early in that second half in about 3 minutes. Kind of give us a little background on how he can have that kind of an explosion there early in that second half.
Yeah, I asked him. It was kind of like a layup drill for him out there. He's our best guy at getting to the rim, and when he's out on the break, he's darn near unstoppable. He's just so athletic, and he finishes around guys so well. He's fun to watch. His brother was more of a jump shooter, a really good shooter for us, and Hunter can shoot, but he's really good at getting to the rim, and they play so well off each other. He and Cooper and Fletcher on the perimeter. It's just so fun to watch those guys because they really do look for each other and try to get each other open shots.
All right, taking a look over to next week, probably a very difficult week. You had a couple of those last year too, but you get Columbus on Monday at Columbus, tough place to play, and then you got Marathon coming in here on Friday. Kind of give us a preview of what fans will see coming up next week.
It's kind of contrasting styles. Columbus is kind of perimeter oriented, not much size like us. but they've got tremendous shooters. Joe Konieczny and I are very good friends. I have tremendous respect for their program. I think he's one of the best coaches in the state. And then Marathon, a longtime rival. I can't say enough about Coach Jacobson over there too, and the program he's had. It was pretty tough for him coming in, replacing Coach Reike off a state championship, and what he's done has been pretty amazing because there's a lot of pressure on you in those situations. They've got kind of a new team. They've got some kids back, but they took care of. I don't remember who they played the other night, or Newman, and they really took care of them. So that'll be a challenge. Whenever we play Marathon, it's usually a real good game.
All right, looking forward to it. We'll see you both nights. Good luck, and good luck the rest of the way. All right, we got another basketball game yet here as the girls take the floor. The Auburndale girls and the Abbotsford girls, we're going to reset for that, and I will be back with you shortly before that one as we get ready for more basketball here from the Tim Anderson Gym in Auburndale. All right, we are back live here from the Tim Anderson Gym at Auburndale High School as we get ready for Game 2 of our Marawood Conference crossover doubleheader. This time it's the girls on the floor as Auburndale takes on Abbotsford. Steve Ockenick here for Sports on Focus. Get you set here as the band is playing the school song. Everyone ready to go. About 30 seconds here from National Anthem. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer here at Auburndale for that and starting lineups and take you through this second half. Obviously, boys, if you were there, big win tonight for the boys as they get ready for a big week next week. 2 boys games from Auburndale on our air. Monday they are at Columbus. Tuesday and Friday they are home to Marathon. So we turn it over to the PA announcer and get ready for the national anthem.
We want to remind you that WIA that sportsmanship is expected from players and fans alike. So please do root your team on in a positive manner. Let the coaches coach, let the players play, let the officials do their job. You support your team. And once again, we will be having another 50-50 raffle at this game as well. And of course, we go to support the Atlanta Reese and all those students who's battling with. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the Falcons. Number 4, Maggie Seafood. Number 10, Maya Rook. Number 12, Amy Clement. Number 22, Shannon Cowett. And number 34, Leah Babb. Abbotsford is coached by Alan Meserole. And now the starting lineup for the Auburndale Apaches. Number 10, Leah Thomas. Number 14, Georgie Schmuckser. Number 34, Haley Grimm. Number 40, Natalie Owie. And number 44, Anne-Marie Owie. Auburndale is coached by assistants Rich Schmuckser, Brandon Robertson, and Lee Leeds. Head coach Hale Owie.
Right, we have our starting lineups. We are ready to go from Auburndale High School as the Auburndale Apaches will take on the Abbotsford Falcons. Boys game went to Auburndale on a big blowout. And Aliyah Hamas and Maya Resch at the center circle. And we are ready to go. Auburndale wins the opening tip. Around, this is Georgie Schmutzer. That's Georgie Schmutzer underneath. That is Haley Grimm. Haley Grimm gets it to Natalie Owie, lays it in for 2. Owie for 2. Quickly up the floor is Abbotsford. Getting the names down here. First time we've seen either of these teams. And we have a foul on Auburndale. That is going to go against Haley Grimm, her first, team first. Abbotsford, will inbound underneath. Round gets it all the way up top. This is Seafluth. Seafluth, floater from the free throw line, rolls around and in. Maggie Seafluth gets her first points of the game and Abbotsford's first points of the game, and we're tied at 2 here early in this one. Dribbles, gets that down. That is Anna-Marie Owie. Stolen away by Abbotsford. Down the lane, layup up, foul. That'll send Maya Roosh to the free throw line. That foul will go against number 14, Georgie Schmutzer, her first, team second. First free throw is missed. Second free throw upcoming, misses everything. That'll be out of play to Auburndale. Still, oh, nope, she made the first one, my bad. Getting correction on the name pronunciation there. Auburndale. This is Leah Hamas. Down the lane, gets it taken away. Abbotsford back up. Little sloppy here early. This is Aaliyah Graff. Aaliyah Graff gets it over to Maggie Seafluth. Back to Graff. Graff gets it back to
Roosh. Roosh gets it back here, tops the circle. Roosh dribbles down, passes over. This is Clement. Clement down low, Roosh, and they're going to get a foul. That one's going to go from the reaction. I think that's going to go against Anna Marie Owie. That is her first, already the third on Auburndale here, and we are only a minute 16 seconds into this game. Gets it in. This is Graf. Graf taken away by Anna Marie Owie. Two Owie sisters on the floor. I believe they're sisters, but so we'll try and keep those two apart. This is Aaliyah Hamas at the top. Hamas dribbles over, gets a tip, gets it back into her hand. Floater in the lane, up, no. Rebound comes down to Graf. They're going to get a foul on Auburndale. That will be the second on Anna Marie Owie, fourth in the first 2 minutes here for Auburndale. Not a good start if you're Auburndale to have 4 fouls and have one of your starters on the bench with 2. Or check that, Haley Grimm with her second. Whistle. Out of bounds, it will go back to Auburndale. Auburndale across the timeline. Gets it over that Schmutzer. Schmutzer to Anna Marie Owie. Gets it down low to Natalie Owie. Up good. Natalie Owie has 4 here in the game early on. All 4 points for Auburndale as they take back the lead 4-3. A lot of pressure here on Aaliyah Graf. She dribbles around, gets it into the corner. Graf back out top. This is Roosh. Roosh gets to Seafluth. Seafluth passes it back to Roosh. Roosh. All the way over, that is Callip. Taken away, this is Natalie Owie. Owie down the lane, layup up and good. Owie has all 6 points for Auburndale here in the early going as they lead 6-3. Gets in the corner at Seafluth. Seafluth, floater in the lane, no, bounces around and she gets her own rebound all the way on the other side. Good hustle there from Seafluth. Gets it around, tipped off of the hands of Callip, a little bit high on the pass for it, and it goes out of bounds. I'm sorry, Clement, and turnover Abbotsford. Auburndale again through the logo. Into the corner, that is Anna Marie Owie. Anna Marie Owie gets it to Schmutzer. Jumper, other side, no. Rebound comes down into the hands of up, 3-pointer, no. Rebound. Out of bounds to Abbotsford. A ball must have bounced on the end line there because it came back up and hit an Abbotsford player who was standing out of bounds, but they give it to them. So this is Graf. Graf hands off to Roosh. Roosh to Seafluth. Seafluth dribbles all the way around. Seafluth guarded, a lot of pressure. Ball tipped around into the hands of Auburndale. That is Caitlin Cuttinger. Down low for Hilber. Back around. Gets back out top. Miss. Rebound comes back down Hilber. Hilber has it tipped away. Graf coming, pushing hard. Loses her dribble, gets it back. Gets all the way back out that Seafluth at the top. Seafluth gets a screen. Pulls up for 3. No. Rebound comes down Graf. Tries to get it out. Stolen away Auburndale. Auburndale, this is Cuttinger the other way, layup. No, Cuttinger gets her own rebound, back up good. Caitlin Cuttinger with her first points of the game. And Auburndale now out to a 5-point lead. It's a Seafluth. Seafluth, floater in the lane, No, they're gonna call it on the floor. So that will be 5th. That one will go against Isabel Hiller, her first. 5th already. They slowed down the foul pace a little bit. They had those first 4 in like 2 minutes, but gets set. Looking, gets it in, underneath, foul. That's going to be another foul. That one, we'll see who they call that on, but that will be 2. 11, that is Taylor Stanton, her first. team 6. That will send Katie Clement to the line for 2. First free throw is up and good. Clement gets her first points of the game, gets it down to a 4-point lead for Auburndale. Second free throw upcoming here for Clement. Second free throw is also good. Converts 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and it is 8-5 here as Auburndale gets it near side. This is Stanton. Stanton hands off to Hamas. Hamas down low, turn, shoot, no. Rebound, Natalie Owie up, no. Tipped around, that'll be out of bounds to Abbotsford. Leah Graff to inbound to Maya Roosh. We'll get that right at some point here, but Maya Roosh. Brings it across, dribbling into the corner here by the logo. Roosh gets it out top. Hands it back off. This is Roosh. All the way around, that ball tipped out of bounds. Official almost falls into the Auburndale bench. The ball will stay with Abbotsford here. 12:57 left. Abbotsford looking to inbound, gets it into Graff. Graff under pressure at the top. Graff dribbling into the corner. Tipped around, gets it back out to Roosh. Roosh travel, trying to get that pass off to Clement. She travels, turnover Abbotsford. We have substitute incoming here for Abbotsford. Auburndale as Taylor Stanton will sit. Number 14, Georgie Smutzer comes back in for Auburndale. Brings it up. Pass gets over. That is Peyton Hamas. Hamas all the way around. This is Isabel Hiller. Hiller down the lane. Floater up. No. Rebound tips out. That is Marisol Garcia. She will bring it back. Bring it back. Under pressure. Jump ball. Possession arrow points to Abbotsford. Few new faces on the floor for Abbotsford. Number 32, Brittany Fuentes. Ball gets in. This is Groff. Groff dribbling down the lane into traffic. Kicks it out. Jumper. Clement. No. Rebound comes down to Hilber. And Auburndale pushing again. Down low. Ball tipped around. Ends up in the hands. And we're going to have jump ball. Possession arrow points to Auburndale. 32, Brittany Fuentes down there got the rebound, but was in traffic. Auburndale got some hands on the ball and gets the jump ball, and they will keep possession down here. Some check. Anna Marie Owie back in, checking out Isabel Hiller. So Auburndale looking to inbound from underneath. Gets it in, that's Natalie Owie. Owie dribbling, shot just inside the three-point line, good. Georgie Smutzer with her first points of the game. All the way across. Jumper in the lane off the side of the backboard, and she was in a perfect spot for the rebound, but sadly it was out of bounds. So Auburndale will get the ball back. Again through the circle. Down the lane, jump stop. Gets it over. Back up top, that is Hamas. Hamas to Anne-Marie Owie, and she gets her first points of the game. Nice jumper from just inside the arc, and it's 12-5 Auburndale. Dribbling up, this is Groff. Groff looking, picks up her dribble, under pressure. Hands it off, that is Marisol Garcia. Garcia gets it back to Groff. Groff up top, this is back around to Garcia. Garcia down low, Groff. 5 players come around her, stolen away by Auburndale. Auburndale quickly ahead the other way. Now Schmutzer will pull it up, gets it over to Peyton Hamas, back to Schmutzer. Schmutzer down low, Owie. Owie turns in the lane, floater, no. Rebound Groff. Groff now pushing. Pushing the ball up. Now she'll have to turn it out. Gets it to Clement. Up top, this is Seafluth. Seafluth. Dribbles down the lane. Seafluth back up top. That is Fuentes. Fuentes, jumper from the free throw stripe. No good. Out of bounds. Auburndale ball. 10:28 left here. 12-5 Auburndale. Gets it up. That is jumper. Georgie Schmutzer. No. Rebound comes back out. Back to Schmutzer. Schmutzer up top. Three. No. Ball bounces around and controlled by Abbotsford. Abbotsford quickly up the other way. Three-pointer. No. Rebound underneath Clement. Gets it out. Back up top. Seafluth. Seafluth for three. No. Rebound. Anna Marie Owie. Owie pushing. Tried to get it to her sister. Out of bounds. Turnover to Abbotsford. Timeout Abbotsford. Their first. And we will take it with them. 12-5 is our score. 9:52 left. Be back right after this.
This is Dustin at Abbey Ford. With winter right around the corner, it's a great time to make sure that your tires are functioning properly and that the tread is in a safe limit. You can start with the old penny trick, where you take a penny, stick it upside down on the tread. If you can see Abe's head, it's time to replace the tread in order to have maximum performance out of your tires and to be able to stop in the slippery conditions this winter. If you need any help with tires or tire repair, give us a call at Abbey Ford. We'd be glad to help you.
Forward Bank, originally incorporated in Marshfield, has been around for 100 years, and in those 100 years has grown tremendously and continues to do so. With locations in Colby, Greenwood, Marshfield, Medford, Stanley, Thorpe, and Withee, they are always looking to be part of your family, business, farm, or nonprofit. For personal loans, business loans, life insurance, or homeowners insurance, stop by one of their 7 convenient locations and see how they can help you move forward.
All right. Back here from Auburndale. 9:52 left here in the Tim Anderson Gym. Abbotsford will be inbounding underneath the Auburndale basket. Little full court press here from Auburndale. Floats it in. That is Anne-Marie. It's Graf. Graf gets it across the timeline. Graf through the hands of Brittany Fuentes, out of bounds. That will go back to Auburndale. Aaliyah Hamas brings it across the timeline. Gets it over Anna Marie. Owie. Owie over to Schmutzer. Schmutzer jumper up. No. Rebound. Graf. And Graf, again, back across the timeline. Something just messed with the camera. We'll try and fix it here shortly. Floater in the lane. No. Foul. That will send Seafluth to the line for 2. Team foul against this one. Now we get the second against Anne-Marie Owie. 7th on Auburndale. So with 9:24 left, Auburndale will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Try and fix. All right. I think. Sorry about this, but we're trying to get the camera. There we go. That looks better. I don't know what happened there. How the lighting changed, but. Fritz out there for a second. Free throw up and good. 1 free throw good for Seafluth. Oh, actually got both of them. Check that while we were trying to fix the camera. Auburndale. Around. Shot, no. Rebound, Owie. Gets it back out. That is Stanton. Stanton gets it to Schmutzer. Schmutzer, Owie just inside the three-point line. No. Rebound, Leah Hamas. Hamas gets it around Schmutzer. Schmutzer thought about a shot, no, pulls it down. All the way back around that Stanton. Stanton jumper, good. Stanton for 2. And we are ready to go here. Under 8 minutes here. Seafluth picks up the ball. Gets it around. This is Laura Peplinski. Peplinski, pass stolen away. This is Anne-Marie Owie. Up, jumper, no, rebound. Back up, Schmutzer, good. Georgie Schmutzer for 2. And Auburndale starting to run away with this one, 16-6. Graf down the lane, gets it out. Seafluth for 3. Rim no good, tips it out. Jumper up, no. Groff again, the rebound underneath. Tries to pass it away, throws it right in the hands of Schmutzer, and Auburndale running the other direction. Underneath, Anne-Marie Owie, jumper, good. Anne-Marie Owie gets the pass right under the basket. Easy shot for her, and 18-6 now the lead for Auburndale. Ball tipping around, out of bounds off of Stanton as she tried to pick that one up, and it will stay with Abbotsford right here, practically in front of us at the Tim Anderson Gym here in Auburndale. Roosh to inbound. Looking for a play in the front court. Tries to get it to Graf, taken away by Aaliyah Hamas. Hamas gets it to Natalie Owie, and Owie will bring it to the forecourt. This is Hilber. Hilber into the corner of Stanton. Stanton to up top. No, rebound. Natalie Owie up and good. Natalie Owie has 8 here early in the first half as they take a 14-point lead. Groff up top. Almost has it stolen away. Gets it under control. Groff now does get it stolen away. Picked up by Natalie Owie. Gets it to Schmutzer. Schmutzer pushing. This is underneath. No. And steps out of bounds. That was Taylor Stanton. Out of bounds. Abbotsford ball. Abbotsford and Auburndale makes for some tongue twisting here. Some token backcourt pressure from Auburndale, and they back off. Groff under pressure here now as she gets across the timeline. Loses the ball, out of bounds. They will rule that it was bounced off of Aaliyah Hamas, so it'll stay Abbotsford basketball. 6:54 left here, first half. Pass all the way across, picked off by Anna-Marie Owie. Anna-Marie out. No, I'm sorry, that's Georgie Schmutzer. Back up top, that is Aaliyah Hamas. Hamas gets it to Hilber. Hilber into the lane. No. Rebound, bouncing around, controlled by Abbotsford. That is Roosh. Roosh. Across the logo. Roosh. Down low, tipped. Tipped around. Ball under control all the way back. And that ball will stay with Auburndale, and they will inbound under their own basket. Tipped a few times as it went back, and last off Abbotsford. Auburndale will take possession here under their own basket. 6:28 left with a 14-point lead, 20-6. Up. Another substitute coming in for Auburndale. Natalie Owie will come in. Georgie Schmutzer will sit. Inbound, quick pass. Oh, nice play there. Peyton Hamas gets her first points of the game on a beautiful inbound play. We saw the boys run a few times in the first game. So, ball down low, tipped away, jump ball, possession arrow, Abbotsford. 22-6. An extra point on the board there somewhere, but 22-6. 7 fouls for Auburndale, not a single foul for Abbotsford. Seafluth loses possession, taken away. That is Caitlin Cuttinger. Then she loses it to Graf. Graf dribbles it all the way out from underneath. Gets it out. Jumper off the backboard, no good. Graf the rebound. Loses possession, rolls out of bounds. Will stay with Abbotsford. Stay with Abbotsford underneath. Graf has been all over the boards for Abbotsford, really trying to keep them in this game. Rolling around, throws it all the way out. This is Seafluth. Seafluth down the lane, floater. She's fouled. Seafluth will go to the line for 2. Taylor Stanton commits her second foul, 8th on Auburndale here in this first half. First free throw bounces off the front of the rim, no good. 22-6, 5:55 left. We will go through the first half stats, prep you for all the events coming up next week. Second free throw, no good. Rebound comes down to Caitlin Cuttinger. She will hand off to Natalie Owie, who will bring it to the front court. Layup good. That is Peyton Hamas, and she has 4. Another beautifully drawn up play there for Auburndale. Sit down. This is Seafluth. Seafluth gets it to Graff. Graff dribbling. Tries to hand it back to Seafluth, and that's going to be a foul on Auburndale. That'll go against Isabel Hiller, her second, 9th, and that will send Seafluth to the line for 1-1. Seafluth 2 of 4 from the line so far in this game. Like we said, we'll go through the stats. We will talk at half. First free throw up, no good. Rebound, Owie. Natalie Owie. Owie gets it ahead to Peyton Hamas. Peyton Hamas to Stanton. Stanton back up top, Peyton Hamas. Hamas to Natalie Owie. Dribbling, gets it down low, back up top. This is Peyton Hamas around Stanton. Stanton, jumper from just inside the line. No. Rebound will bounce out of play. Heads over to Abbotsford. As I keep trying to say, we will talk about that. We'll talk about the stats from this game. We will also talk about a whole slate of huge matchups coming up this next week at Sports on Focus. Huge games up and down the schedule next week as we get full speed into this winter sports season, as Abbotsford attempts to get the ball into the corner there, out of play, and it will stay with turn over to Auburndale. Little backcourt pressure here. Gets it into Natalie Owie. Owie, single player pressure. Owie will get it back. Gets it over here. This is Peyton Hamas, jumper. No, rebound comes down to Graff. Graff pushing. Owie with her 2 players in the lane. Up, no. Rebound comes down to Cuttinger, gets it to Owie, and timeout Auburndale. And we will take it with them. 4:42 left, 24-6. Auburndale over Abbotsford.
Are you looking to buy your first home? What about building your dream home? Maybe you're wanting to upgrade your current home. Time Federal Savings Bank's friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to help you take your next big step. Stop by or call one of your local lenders in Eau Claire, Marshfield, Medford, Owen, Phillips, or Wausau. Time Federal Savings Bank makes it easy to apply online at timefederalsavings.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, we are back. 4:42 left here in the first half. Auburn coming off the Auburndale timeout. Inbounds to Peyton Hamas. Peyton Hamas dribbling, hands it off. Taylor Stanton all the way over Natalie Owie. Owie down low, jumper, good. Laura Poplinski gets her first points of the game. And we're going to get an illegal screen on Abbotsford. Their first foul of the half. That will go against number 24, Xiomara Tomas. First foul on Abbotsford, and we got 4:20 left in the first half. Abbotsford's played a clean game so far. Natalie Owie down low, a shot up good. Caitlin Cunninger 2 more. And she's got 4 quick points here late in the first half. We approach under 4 minutes. Auburndale, Abbotsford. Groff up top. Groff dribbling on Owie. Groff down the lane, gets into trouble, falls, and that'll be a travel. Groff dribbled down, got pinned there between Lauren Poplinski and Natalie Owie, and really didn't have any options. So Auburndale quickly back up to the front court. Natalie Owie. Owie dribbles down, passes all the way across. That's Peyton Hamas. Hamas back to Owie. Owie jumper. Good. Natalie Owie has 10 here in the first half. And Auburndale starting to pull away here a little bit more. This is Vanessa Maganda. Tipped away, picked up by Roosh. Roosh tries to get the pass off, gets it taken away. Auburndale again pushing. This is Taylor Stratman all the way around Owie. Owie ball tipped right back to her. Gets it all the way across. This is Stanton. Stanton, Peyton Hamas down low to Poplinski. Poplinski gets it back all the way around Owie. Owie back to Hamas. Hamas. A little bit of 2-3 zone here from Abbotsford. gets the pass. That is Cuttinger, steps on the line out of as she tried to keep that ball in bounds. Turn over to Abbotsford. Peyton Hamas will sit. Trying to see who came back in for Auburndale. Looks like not recognizing number 20. That is Macy Smizer. Ball tipped out of bounds. Aui tries to save it, out of play, and it will stay with Abbotsford. Inbounding underneath. Abbotsford tries to get it out. They don't play it. This is Stanton down the lane, layup good. Taylor Stanton has 4 here. And similar to what we saw in the boys' games, lots of players hitting the score sheet here early in this one. 8 players have already scored as Auburndale steals it away again. This is Stanton. Stanton sets the offense. This is Natalie Aui. Natalie Aui down Cuttinger. Cuttinger jumper good. Cuttinger has a quick 6. As Abbotsford, Groff, and they will get a foul on, another foul on Auburndale. That will be their 10th. So Abbotsford will shoot 2. The remaining 1:59 here. That will send Graff to the line for her first 2 free throws. Graff's first free throw is up. Back rim, no good. Changes as Natalie Aui and Taylor Stanton will sit. For sure, Georgie Schmutzer back in. Second free throw, no good. Schmutzer with the rebound. Schmutzer now pushing. Schmutzer, pass, gets it all the way around. 3, no, that was Macy Smizer. Abbotsford trying to push it back up the other way, trying to stay in this one, gets it. Seafood, 3, no. Rebound underneath, that is Roosh. Roosh back up, no. Rebound comes down to Auburndale's Caitlin Cuttinger. Cuttinger quickly again to the front court. Hands off, that is Aaliyah Hamas. All the way around, that is Macy Smizer. Down low, gets in, back in the hands of Cuttinger for 2. Cuttinger has 8. Auburndale leads by 30. Abbotsford into the corner, 3, no, tipped out of bounds, stays with, switches to Auburndale. Turnover to Auburndale. This is Aaliyah Hamas. Hamas, a little bit of backcourt pressure, but gets it across. Over to Georgie Schmutzer. Schmutzer to Macy Smizer. Smizer back to Schmutzer. Schmutzer, jumper, no. Rebound Cuttinger, back up, no. Rebound tipped around, stays with Auburndale. Schmutzer to inbound. With 50.6 seconds left here, 36-6. Auburndale with the lead. Gets it in, that is 22, Laura Peplinski. Peplinski tries to keep the ball in, no. Turnover to Abbotsford. 44.5 left. 36-6. Abbotsford will bring it up slowly. Try and set the offense. This is Groff. Groff gets into trouble, gets it out. Tries to toss it over, taken away. This is Poplinski. Poplinski down the lane, layup, good. Lauren Poplinski's got 4. Over here, this is Roosh. Roosh will be fouled. She will go to the line for 2. That is 11 fouls in this first half. That'll go against Caitlin Cuttinger, her first. Surprisingly, even with all the fouls, nobody in any serious foul trouble. But that will send Maya Roosh to the line for 2. First free throw is good. Pretty quick first half here. Got a little bit of a late start, but second free throw off, no good. Rebound comes down. Auburndale quickly ahead, 12 seconds left. They will play for 1. Gets it over. That is Aaliyah Hamas. Aaliyah Hamas into the lane. No! Rebound up. No! Rebound.
No, that will not count. And the streak ends at 3. 3 games, basketball games we've had in a row that have included buzzer beaters. So that streak ends in this one, unless we get one in the second half with an amazing comeback. We are here at the half, 38-7, Auburndale over Abbotsford. We will be back with the first half numbers and preview our broadcast next week coming up right after this.
Are you looking to buy your first home? What about building your dream home? Maybe you're wanting to upgrade your current home. Time Federal Savings Bank's friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to help you take your next big step. Stop by or call one of your local lenders in Eau Claire, Marshfield, Medford, Owen, Phillips, or Wausau. Time Federal Savings Bank makes it easy to apply online at timefederalsavings.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, my name is Barb Kuhn. I'm with Marshfield Insurance Agency. I'm the health and life producer here for the Arnoldley family. We're coming up on a busy time for health insurance, which is open enrollment for the individual and family on the healthmarket.gov. And we're also coming up on the annual enrollment period for the Medicare. The Medicare opens up on October 15th and runs through December 7th. At this time, you can make any changes that you wish to the current plan that you're on. And then we can also enroll you for coverage if it's your initial enrollment period when you're just turning 65. For the federal marketplace, the window is small. From November 1st through December 15th, you can sign up for health insurance. This is the only time you can sign up out of a special enrollment period, which includes loss of coverage for any reason. But this is a good time to get it to be effective on January 1st. You can call the agency and get an appointment at 715-387-6010.
Forward Bank, originally incorporated in Marshfield, has been around for 100 years, and in those 100 years has grown tremendously and continues to do so. With locations in Colby, Greenwood, Marshfield, Medford, Stanley, Thorpe, and Withee, they are always looking to be part of your family, business, farm, or nonprofit. For personal loans, business loans, life insurance, or homeowners insurance, stop by one of their 7 convenient locations and see how they can help you move forward.
Don't know if you can hear it in the background here, but a little Don't Stop Believin' from the Auburndale Pep Band. Auburndale already out here warming up. 6 minutes left here at halftime, but as we look through the scores, starting with Abbotsford, obviously with 7 points, not a lot here. Maggie Seafluth leads all scorers with 3. Maya Roosh has 2. Katie Clement has 2. Only 1 foul for Abbotsford in that first half. That one went against Xiomara Thomas. As for Auburndale, exact opposite story. Natalie Owie leading the way with 10. Caitlin Cuttinger off the bench with 8. Then you have Taylor Stanton, Peyton Hamas, Laura Peplinski, and Anna Marie Owie with 4.
Georgie Smutzer and Marcy Schmeiser, both with 2. Little bit more foul news here as Auburndale committed 11 fouls in that first half. Taylor Stanton, Isabel Hiller, Haley Grimm, Anna Marie Owie, each with 2. So things to keep an eye on. Another thing to keep an eye on, not sure you can see it on camera. Might zoom in here on some feet. Auburndale, all the players wearing orange shoelaces in honor of a sophomore here at Auburndale High School that has leukemia. They've been doing 50-50 raffles throughout, so keep an eye out for other events going on in the community throughout the week, and we'll try and keep you apprised of anything we hear about. Looking ahead to next week, we are off the air tomorrow. Not a lot going on. But starting out Monday, the Apache boys are at Columbus Catholic. Big-time matchup there. We talked about a little bit with Coach Weinfurter after their game. Big game there. Tuesday, we are up in Marathon. The Medford Raiders and the Marathon Red Raiders facing off. A little big school, small school game there. Medford Raiders both teams look to be pretty good this year in their conferences. Medford obviously playing in the Great Northern Marathon here. Thursday night, we are down in Wisconsin Rapids for Wisconsin Valley Conference Wrestling. Early season matchup as the Marshfield Tigers head down to Wisconsin Rapids. One of those 2 teams has won the conference each of the last many, many, many years. So it will be interesting to see that one. Always comes down to the wire. Last year's came down to a tiebreaker. Wisconsin Rapids winning the regular season matchup. Marshfield won the conference tournament, so took the conference title. And then Friday, we are back here in the Tim Anderson Gym to see Marathon and Auburndale. First of the big 3 matchups in the Marawood as Marathon takes on Auburndale here. After the Christmas break, we will see more of those, but we start out here. And then Saturday is the Lacrosse Diocesan Basketball Showcase. We will have 4 games from down there. For sure, we will have the Columbus Catholic girls against the Pacelli girls, followed by the Columbus Catholic boys and the Pacelli boys from Assumption High School in lacrosse. And then we will take a look at the schedule, see what we want to do in the afternoon, but there will be more basketball in the afternoon. And then, so a busy week upcoming here. 2 huge games for the Auburndale boys on Sports on Focus next week, so keep an eye on Auburndale on Focus or the Sports on Focus Facebook pages for times and links for all of those. About 2.5 minutes to start of the second half. We're going to take a quick break. Be back right after this. All right, we are back. School song being played here before we say goodbye to the Auburndale Pep Band. Always a positive to have a pep band in the house.
Ladies and gentlemen, with our special guests, the middle school band, it's the Auburndale Pep Band.
As we come to you from high atop the Tim Anderson Gym. New floor here. Great designs, obviously. A lot of passion here in the Auburndale community as it's come out that they will be changing mascots here. But Auburndale starts with the basketball. Down low, Owie, Natalie Owie, pass, up, good. That is Cuttinger getting right back, and she's in double digits now with 2. With 2 in this half, 10 overall. Abbotsford. Down low, this is Groff. Groff up, no foul. Graff gets fouled. She will go to the line for 2. And right back to the fouls for Auburndale. They had 10 in the first half. 34, Haley Grimm will commit her 3rd foul. First on the team here, just 27 seconds in. First free throw up, no good for Graff. Second free throw upcoming. Coach choosing to leave her out there with her 3 fouls. Second free throw up, good. And 40-8. So we'll talk running clock rules. A 40-point lead after 9 minutes in the half. A shot down low, no good, rebound Graff. And Graff will bring it the other way. So once it hits 9 minutes, if a team is leading by more than 40, clock will run. 3-pointer, no. Seafood, rebound underneath, blocked. Rebound comes down to Grimm. Auburndale back the other way. This is Schmutzer. Schmutzer gets it to Leah Hamas. Leah Hamas all the way over. Anna Marie Owie. Past her player, up and good. Anna Marie Owie for 2. Another well-designed play. A lot of similar plays that you see from the Auburndale boys, who obviously have had much more success recently than the girls, but seeing some positives here from Auburndale. Out of play that will stay with Abbotsford. You know, a lot of those cuts, a lot of that kind of stuff, the bread and butter of Coach Weinfurter's offense. So see if that translates to the girls' game here. As get up top, this is Clement. Clement dribbling against Schmutzer, and Schmutzer will commit the foul. That will be only her second, but already, again, second on Auburndale, and we are a little over a minute and a half in here to this half. Gets it in. This is Groff. Immediately gets double teamed. Out top. This is Seafluth. Seafluth tries to get it to Clement. Picked back up by Seafluth. Seafluth dribbles back up. Driving. Forced back out. Gets up top to Groff. Groff looking. Guarded by Schmutzer. Groff slips. Gets it back. Caves possession. Gets it back out. Gets it all the way back to Seafluth in the corner. Seafluth jumper from just inside the arc. No. Rebound comes down. That is Natalie Owie. And Owie pushing into the front court. Owie. Down the lane, layup up, rolls in good. Natalie Owie's first points the second half. She has 12 overall. And 44-8. Passes it over. 3-pointer. No, that was Clement. Rebound comes down. That is Grimm. Grimm gets it to Natalie Owie, and Owie will bring it up. Down low, Anne-Marie Owie, double teamed over Grimm, foul, count it! Haley Grimm, her first points of the game. She spent most of the first half on the bench with those 2 early fouls, but she gets the foul. That one goes against Aaliyah Graff, her first team first, only second foul of the game. Grimm converts the free throw. 47-8. Auburndale has shut Abbotsford down here as this is up top Groff. Groff dribbling, gets into some trouble, picks it up, tosses it out, trying to get to Seaflu, stolen away. This is Aaliyah Hamas. Aaliyah Hamas down the lane, layup, up, no. Rebound, Anna Marie Owie, no. Rebound again, Owie, no. Rebound bounces around, picked up by Natalie Owie out near the free throw line. She drives the lane, floater, good. Natalie Owie with 14. Up to the front court, Graf. Graf down the lane, gets it out. That is Rouge. Out up top to Seafluth. Seafluth looking, dribbling around, gets a screen. Gets into the corner, gets into a little bit of trouble, tries to get it out. Tie up in the corner, possession arrow points to Abbotsford. And mass substitutions here for Abbotsford, as we will see. Trying to look here. Brittany Fuentes. Trying to see the numbers here. There's a couple numbers I do not have on my roster. Ball inputted, turned over. So I'm going to grab the JV roster. Looks like a few JV players for Abbotsford getting into the game. This is Owie, Natalie Owie in the lane. Jumper, no. Rebound comes out, and they're going to get a foul on the rebound on Auburndale. 34, Haley Grimm, her fourth, team third. So Haley Grimm will sit with those 4 fouls. In comes Caitlin Cuttinger, who has 10 here in the game. Gets it across. This is 30, who I do not have. Let's see if I can get that for you here. Foul against Auburndale. That'll give us a chance. Number 30. Do not have a number 30 on either roster. So she is just going to be inbound to number 30. Gets it up top and travel. That is Brittany Fuentes. Turn over to Auburndale. Graf will come back in. And number 20, Vanessa Maganda, will sit. Getting some coaching there on the bench. Tosses it over. Gets it down low, easy, up, no, misses the rebound. Layup, rebound goes out of bounds, stays with Auburndale. That was Taylor Stanton. So Natalie Owie will inbound. Owie. Looking, tries to get it down low, taken away by Graf. Graf up into the front court, gets cut off, and we see the rest of the starters coming back up to sub back in. Graf up top, dribbling. Graf passes down low, gets it, 14, jumper, no, rebound, tipped around, taken away by Auburndale. Auburndale quickly ahead. Shot up, good. That is Peyton Hamas, her first points of the half. She has 6. Graf gets it to 24. That is Xiomara Thomas. She dribbles gets 32. That's Brittany Fuentes. 24. Try to get back to Thomas. Tomas out of play, and we see the starters come back on. The rest of the starters come back on for Abbotsford. So Abbotsford inbounds from the near corner. Gets it in. This is Seafluth. Seafluth looking. Gets into a bit of trouble. Tips it back out. Gets it out to Rouge. Rouge back all the way back around. That is Clement. Clement. Back up top, Seafluth. Almost taken away. Seafluth. Down the lane, gets it back out. Clement into the corner. That's Graf. Graf dribbling into the lane. Passes it over. That is Callip. Back to Graf. Graf in the lane. Has to tip it out. Possession taken away. Auburndale. They're on the break. Cuttinger up. No. Rebound. Stanton. Stanton dribbles it back out. Gets it to all the way back up top. That is Peyton Hamas. All the way back around. That's Poplinski. Poplinski. Gets it to Stanton. Stanton back to Peyton Hamas. Around, that's Isabel Hiller. Hiller back to Peyton Hamas. All the way back around. Down low, that's Cuttinger, up and good. Caitlin Cuttinger with another 2, and she has 12 now. 53-8. 11:53 left. Out of play, turn over to Auburndale. Inbound. And this is Peyton Hamas through the local. Peyton Hamas. Bounce pass over to Hiller. Hiller dribbling, looking. Gets it back out top, all the way around. That is Stanton. Stanton down low, Cuttinger up. No. Rebound. Seafluth for Abbotsford. And again, Abbotsford pushing the other way. Abbotsford. Ball tipped away, corralled by Seafluth. She is double teamed under pressure. Loses possession. That is Stanton down the lane. She stands out of bounds. Abbotsford ball. That's probably a play in a closer game that you see a little bit more protest from the Auburndale coaches, but more than happy to let that one go. Graf down the lane. May have gotten away with a double dribble there, but refs didn't see it. Over to Seafluth in the far corner. Seafluth back up to Clement. Clement gets it to Roosh. Roosh back to Graf, who will reset the offense. Over to Clement. Clement into Seafluth, trying to post up. Turns, shot, no, rebound. To Cuttinger, and Auburndale pushing again. Auburndale resets, that's Hilber. Hilber, down low, Cuttinger in traffic, and she travels. Down there in traffic, couldn't get the ball down, one too many steps. Easy call for the official. So this is Graf. Across the timeline. Graf. Down the lane. Flip. Shot. No. Rebound. Comes down to Stanton. Stanton pushing again. Stanton, and she's going to double dribble. Got a little ahead of herself there. Couldn't quite control the ball. Turns it over 10-16. So 53-8. 45-point lead. That means in a minute 15, clock will run for the remainder of this one. And we will talk to out of play. That one will stay with Abbotsford. We will talk to Coach Dale Owie. And a player to be named. There's a couple options here. So Abbotsford to inbound. Gets it in Seafluth. Seafluth. And she will travel. Seafluth travels, turns it back over to Auburndale. Auburndale, this is Peyton Hamas. Hamas gets it back up top, around to Stanton. Stanton down low, Poplinski tried to hand it off, and that's going to be out of play to Auburndale. Poplinski and Cuttinger were both down there. Poplinski started kind of losing her grip, tried to get it over to Cuttinger. Couldn't quite, ball tipped around a little bit and ended up coming off Abbotsford and will stay with Auburndale. This is Hamas over to Stanton on the right in front of the bench. Stanton back up top, all the way around, tipped away again by Abbotsford. Abbotsford players showing some heart here. When you're down 45, it's pretty easy to just pack up shop and go home, but they are really fighting to the end in this one. Gets it over, this is Stanton. Stanton down the lane, floater good. Stanton for 2. Stanton, again, turnover. Back to Stanton. Stanton down the lane. Jumper. No. Rebound. Comes down to Hamas. Hamas all the way back around. Ends up in the hands of Stanton near the front of the bench. Back up top, that's just Schmeiser. Schmeiser. Hamas all the way back around Stanton. Stanton dribbles into the lane, gets it back out. This is Schmeiser. Schmeiser down low, Cuttinger. Back up, Poplinski up, good. Poplinski, her first points of the half. And 8:45 left. And clock will run. Stolen away Auburndale. Up good. That's Peyton Hamas. 59-8. Bouncing around underneath, shot, foul. That will send Groff to the line for 2. That foul against 32, Caitlin Cuttinger, her third, 5th on Auburndale. First free throw up, no good. Obviously, next week, some big-time matchups. We talked about a few of them. 2 involving Auburndale, 2 involving Marathon, including Marathon here at the Tim Anderson Gym on Friday, 7:15. You can watch that game at onfocus.news/sports. Second free throw. Bounces around, no. Rebound comes down, Poplinski. Some big games for the girls, too, coming up. We'll preview those with Coach Owie at post-game. Up top, back around. This is a 3. No. Rebound comes down. That's Roosh. Roosh hands off to Groff, and Abbotsford running clock. 7:20 left. If you want to put down in the comments, and no, we're going to have foul on Abbotsford. Shayna Callip, her first, only the 3rd foul in the game for Abbotsford, only their 2nd of this half, so they've kept a clean game. Here we go, we have Vanessa Mitchell. Up top, this is Smizer. Bounces around down low, taken away, Groff, she's in the corner and she'll be fouled. 33, that will go against Victoria Hasenhorl, her first, team 6th. So, clock running, like we said, so free throws might be the best option here. 3-pointer tips off of Abbotsford, out of bounds. 3-pointer by Maggie Seafluth. Gets it ahead. A lot of new players on the floor for Auburndale. Tipped around, taken by Seafluth. Seafluth has to slow it down. Gets it to Groff. Groff dribbling into the corner. Passes it Clement. Clement down low, that's Roosh. Roosh, and she will double dribble. And that ball goes back to Auburndale as we take under 5:45 left here in the game. Stanton to bring it across the line. Stanton gets it over to Marie Schmeiser, back up top. That was Mitchell. Mitchell to Stanton, back to Schmeiser. Schmeiser to Mitchell. Mitchell down low. That is Schmeiser, no, and foul on Auburndale. And that will be free throws. 33, Hasenhorl, that's her 2nd, 7th on Auburndale, and again we see mass substitutions for Abbotsford. So that will send Maya Roosh to the line for the 1-and-1. First one is up and good. (59-9). Clock running here. Second free throw misses everything. Out of play, and Roosh will sit as the full complement of substitutes comes in for Abbotsford. And we get about 4 minutes of some good experience for some of these other players. So obviously other big matchup we got coming up this week as Auburndale passing around here. Wisconsin Valley Conference Wrestling as jump ball. Possession arrow points to Auburndale as we approach under 4 minutes left. You got that big wrestling matchup down in Wisconsin Rapids Thursday night. And if you haven't seen Wisconsin Valley Conference Wrestling at its top, that is one of the best matchups. Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield in Rapids. Good rivals. Shot up. No. I think that was more of a desperation heave at the basket to avoid a penalty as the ball comes back around. Shot up, no. Rebound again. Auburndale up, good. That is Georgie Schmutzer. 14, Georgie Schmutzer. She gets 2. As there we go. Dribbling around, ball on the floor, looking around. Abbotsford gets it back, foul. That will send 14. Marisol Garcia to the line for 2. Vanessa Mitchell commits the foul, her first, team 8th. Clock running, under 3 minutes left. First free throw up, good. Marisol Garcia gets herself on the board, and that gets Abbotsford to double digits. Second free throw up, misses everything. And that will go an inbound play from Auburndale. Substitutes in as Schmutzer sits, and can't see who the other one is. 33, Victoria Hassenhorl. So back up top, that is Vanessa Mitchell. All the way back around, tipped off the hands of Schmeiser, out of bounds, turnover to Abbotsford. 2:11 left here. Inbound play into this mysterious number 30 that I didn't have on the roster. Floater, no. Rebound comes down to Auburndale. That's Mitchell. Mitchell, under 2 minutes to play. Mitchell passes to Aaliyah Hamas. Hamas gets it to Schmeiser. Schmeiser over to Mitchell, back to Hamas. All the way back around here, this is Schmeiser. Schmeiser into the lane, passes it over Hamas to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Schmeiser. Schmeiser gets it down low. That is Grimm. All the way back around, that is Mitchell. Mitchell stolen away by Abbotsford. Abbotsford. That's mysterious number 30. Gets it down low, into trouble. Gets it back out 30 for 3. Book it! Number 30. I'm going to try. I heard a name from the announcer, but did not hear it. Who's number 30? Oh, we've got foul. Offensive foul. I'm going to check with the Abbotsford film. Jaden Faltasak with that big 3 there for Abbotsford. I want to thank Bridget Podzinski, who's doing the video work up here. She's helped me with some names and everything else for Abbotsford. But Abbotsford gets possession. We're under 35 seconds left. Taken away. That is Anna Marie Owie. Down the lane, shot up, no. Rebound, fought for, taken by Abbotsford. Abbotsford loses possession, taken back by Auburndale. Auburndale can really just dribble this one out. 16 seconds left. Gets it over, down low, Anna Marie Owie. Handoff up, no. Anna Marie Owie the rebound, gets it back out, and out of play, turned over to Abbotsford, and that will do it as the Auburndale Apaches get a big win here tonight, taking down the Abbotsford Falcons 61-13. We will talk to Coach Owie and our player of the game in just a moment.
50-50 raffles. So if you got this number, head on out to the gym lobby to collect your winnings. The number is 236026. Again, the number 236026. If you have that winning ticket, head out to the gym lobby. You're going home with $82. We thank everyone for taking part in tonight's 50-50 raffles. Ladies and gentlemen, before you leave the gymnasium, please make sure that you wish Ken and Caroline Monroe a happy 45th wedding anniversary today. 45 years, Ken and Caroline Monroe, happy anniversary. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it is wet and slippery outside, so please be cautious as we head on out, and please get home safely. Thanks for coming out tonight.
All right, here post game as we're waiting for Coach Owie and
our player of the game will be Caitlin Cuttinger with 12 points off the bench. Leading scorer for Auburndale, Natalie Owie with 14. Peyton Hamas had 8. 6 from Laura Poplinski. And we'll talk to All right, here post-game with Coach Owie. Coach, obviously an opportunity with a win like that to get some of the backups in. How much does that help you guys long-term to get that much playing time from some of the players that might normally not get it in a closer game?
It helps us a lot. I loved our intensity tonight. All the way down the bench, it was excellent.
All right, looking at the stat sheet, obviously Natalie Owie, big game, 14, but we're going to talk to Caitlin Cuttinger. She had 12 off the bench. How much of a part is it having both of those players, along with a few of the other ones that had good games, like Peyton Hamas off the bench, having those players on your team?
It helps a lot. We got a lot of weapons. We're starting to find ourselves now, so it'll come together.
All right, obviously just at the start of the season, first time we've seen you guys this year. What are kind of your expectations looking at the rest of the season this year?
We're just going to keep getting better every game. We're coming together. We're starting to play better as a team, and it'll get there for us.
All right, thank you very much. Good luck the rest of the way, and now we'll talk to Caitlin. All right, our player of the game, Caitlin Cuttinger. Caitlin, 12 points off the bench tonight. Saw a lot of good plays on defense. What do you see your role on the team coming off the bench? Are you supposed to be a big scorer, or?
I think we just work well together. We have everybody who can do a little bit of different things. We work well together, so.
Okay, obviously only 2 points behind Natalie Owie, who had 14 in the game. What's it like playing with someone like that?
This week we worked really hard on defense. She's just really helpful. She really pushes us all to be better, and she helps me to be better.
Okay, you hold Abbotsford to 13. Kind of go through what the strategy was on defense to get a low score like that.
Yeah, this week we worked on playing tight defense, using our help defense a lot, and it really paid off.
All right, congratulations. We'll see you down the road.
Thank you.
All right, we are finished up here, 2 games. As we get ready for next week, we have Auburndale boys Monday night from Columbus. Big time rivalry there between a Clover Belt Marawood team. We have Auburndale boys here in the Tim Anderson Gym on Friday against Marathon. First real true big test in the conference. But as we get ready for that, don't forget we also have Marathon Medford basketball on Tuesday night. So all you Auburndale fans that want to take a look at Marathon, you get a good look at them against a very tough Medford team on Tuesday night. And then Thursday night, big time wrestling in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Marshfield, Wisconsin Rapids. One of those two has won the conference each for as long as I can remember. So really tough game there. And then whole day of basketball on Saturday from down in La Crosse. So lots of stuff going on. Until Monday, have a good weekend. Enjoy weekend with family, and we will see you Monday night from Columbus.